to the club. Local politicians have branded the decision an insult to free speech, and the chief executive of the Premier League is being urged to get involved. Kenny Toll reports.
It's the usual pre-match press conference, but today with some notable absences. Journalists from the Newcastle Evening Chronicle, the Journal and the Sunday Sun prevented from sitting in, banned from media opportunities at Newcastle United indefinitely. This is what's caused the problem, an anti-Mike Ashley march by fans ahead of the club's last home match against Liverpool a few weeks ago. It's not the fact the newspapers chose to cover the demonstration that has angered the club, but the amount of coverage they gave it. In a letter explaining the ban, which was published in the Evening Chronicle last night, the club's press officer Wendy Taylor is quoted as saying, "It is quite frankly staggering that we devoted 15 full pages, including 2 front-page splashes, a back page, 3 double-page spreads, and a remarkable 6 full pages in one edition to a protest march that ultimately was attended by only around 300 supporters." That then resulted in this after Sunday's Weir Tyne derby.
I think by now.
Sorry?
I think by now. Alan, how do you think the fans react to the game against Man City?
One of the journalists involved was the Chronicle's chief sports writer, Lee Ryder. Today he said his newspaper had done nothing wrong.
I do think we are pretty balanced with our coverage. I mean, for example, last year when the team nearly got relegated, they went in the last 2 games under severe threat of dropping in the Championship. We had a Back United campaign and trying to get the vibe in the city supportive around the club.
It's a situation though that is threatening to get even uglier. Today's front page of the Evening Chronicle sending out a strong message.
Well, we've drafted them a letter which we think is correct, and that's it really, and they have to respond to that.
But that letter ended with the words, "We do not require a reply to this letter. Our position on this issue is not up for negotiation." It's a situation that has angered many, from paying punters to politicians.
It's an insult to free media, it's an insult to free press, and it's against the values of sort of democratic accountability.
It should be a right to local media being allowed into one of the landmarks of the city.
You're just reporting on what's being said in the public eye.
The National Union of Journalists has written to the club, and there are calls for the chief executive of the Premier League to get involved. But at the moment, in this sorry situation, there appears to be no middle ground. Kenny Toll, ITV News, Newcastle.
And you'll find